Good afternoon, guys, and welcome to a new video. I'd like to first thank you all for watching my videos and supporting my channel, even though it's not that big, but I'm very motivated by the comments you leave for me. Thank you so much. So in my video today, I'm going to continue our experimentation with different coffee tools and different portable espresso machines. But in today's video, I'm going to do like a quick unboxing and also a quick review on two coffee products that are complementing each other very well. It's an unknown company, still new company in China. It's called Cera. Maybe it's like familiar for some of you, but for me it was the first time to hear about it, and I'm very pleased with the quality of products they are making. Like I discovered the Star Seeker before, and I found out that they are really making good products. I'm looking at these products also, and I think they are going to be promising and giving us very good value for our money. So in our video, we're going to look at two products. The first one of them is a portable espresso maker by this company. I don't have the original packaging, but because I just got this from one of my friends to just check it out and give it some trials and review it and show it to you all, and then I'll return it to them. So this is a portable espresso maker. Like we have been reviewing different ones recently. We reviewed the Super 58 by Star Seeker. We're reviewing this one also. This is a professional or a portable like espresso maker. It doesn't have a name yet, but it seems to be manufactured in a very good way. This is made of like plastic, but it has some metal parts and it feels nice in the hand. It's not that big or that small. As you see in my hand, I would check it out with you. We will try it, and we will also explain what it has and what are the differences that it has from different machines. Maybe I can make a comparison between this machine and the Super 58 by Star Seeker also. If you'd like to see that, I will definitely do it for you. So first of all, this is a machine that weighs no more than 700 or 750 grams. As you see, 712 grams, which is considered to be definitely light, on the light size of machines in comparison to others in the market. Okay, I mean a machine that has a battery that is capable to make good professional espresso. Okay, the machine comes in this nice bag, and as you noticed, the machine was here in the bag, and there is this empty part here because this is going to be for that little brother of this machine, which is a portable electric coffee grinder that is made by the same company, Cera also. Okay, I think this is called Cera Plus. We will open it and we'll see how it works, and we'll do some playing around with both of them together. Okay, so the machine comes as you see like that. It has a plastic cup on the bottom part that has a spoon that acts like a scale. You can take some coffee with it and you can weigh it or put it into your portafilter, I mean your basket. And this is the basket it has. They advertise it as 51 millimeters basket, but I think that it might be a little bit bigger. Not sure exactly. I tried to measure it. It showed me some different diameters, like 53 or so, but they advertise it as 51, so I'm not going to change what they say. And it holds up to 18 grams of coffee. I tried that myself and it really worked very well. So I tried to put IMS basket in it. It didn't fit, maybe because of the edge of the basket on the top. The IMS basket I have, it's not fitting well here when I close it. Though it fits here in the portafilter, it does not fit when I try to close the machine. It has a shower screen that doesn't have a screw, which is something I like. It's a metal shower screen, of course. Unlike other machines in the market, like the previous one I reviewed, that has like a small hole here that comes out of it like a pen, a plastic pen even, and then this pen spreads the water on the puck. This has a proper shower screen that has a gasket under the shower screen, which gives it some good professional distribution to the water. So I think it is a little bit promising so far. And on the top side, so this part doesn't open though, and it has only one button and some lid that we will explain now. And the top part, it has a nice lid that goes like that. So as you see, it has this little bit of a hole so that it can release the vapor of the water so it doesn't block the machine. And the machine has this nice metal stainless steel, as you see all, and it has up to maximum capacity of 70 milliliters. It can take more than that, I think up to 90, but they advise it to just use it until 2.4 ounces, which is 70 milliliters. So what's good about this machine is, aside from having a naked portafilter, as you see, it can heat the water for you, so you don't have to worry about carrying hot water with you, because this thing can heat your water. It uses a USB charger, USB-C charging port here is there for you, and it has, I think, let's check the manual. I think it has around 8,000 milliamps battery, if I'm not mistaken. Let's check that. 7,500 amps battery, which is a good battery capacity, of course. So they call it the Pro version. It's called PCM04A. This is the model number of it. It holds should be up to 20 grams, but as this is what they write here on the catalog or the manual, but we just use it for 18 grams. I think it's fine, because it's a 51 millimeters basket in the end. I'm not sure if you should really load it with more than that. It takes maximum capacity of 80 ml as per the manual, but the sign here in the machine has up to 70. So, or 70 is here and maximum is 80. Yeah, so there's one more line over the 70. I think, yeah, 70 is this one, the 80 is that one. Fine. So it has some other like details, like the water tank material is stainless steel 18/8. It has 20 bars of pressure as a maximum pressure. There is no gauge like the Super 58 by Star Seeker, so you don't look for a gauge, you don't look for something like an adjustment for the pressure, like the screw that it has, that I have on the other machine, the Super 58. So it doesn't have these features because I think this thing is definitely cheaper than the Super 58. So there will be always pros and cons for each machine. So it has a heating power of 90 watts, and it can extract by 5 watts. I'm not sure if that's per second or per minute. We'll get some answers about that later. So they say that extraction temperatures up to 92 Celsius, which is 198 Fahrenheit, which is fine. I mean, if it really delivers what it promises, it will be really good. So the machine has these parts, as you see. It has the lid, it has the body of the machine, it has a shower screen, and it has the filter basket and the portafilter, and then the cup on the bottom. And there are some other parts that come with the machine, like the charging cable, the dosing ring, and a tamper, which is a nice gesture from them. That's why we see them on the bag here. They're made of metal, nicely made. You don't deattach. So this is the tamper, 51 millimeters, and this is the dosing ring. It has a magnet, which is also a good thing, so it can attach well to the portafilter. On that side of the bag, there is some other accessories. As we checked on the manual, there's this charging cable, and there are also some like pockets in case you want to add anything here. You can. It comes with small gadgets, but they're nice. It has this nice brush, soft brush. It has this hard brush, so you can clean it well. I think this is to clean the basket and make sure that there are no coffee grounds on the threads of the machine, so it can always work well with you, and it wouldn't be releasing the pressure or getting locked out when you try to unscrew it to clean or to load your coffee. I think there is also something here. Yeah, so there is this needle to do your WDT before tamping the coffee, which is also a good thing. The needle is made of metal, and it feels solid. As you see, it feels nice and solid in my hand, so this is also a good thing. And there is one more accessory here, which is a nicely made puck screen. Looks like the MHW 3-bomber puck screens, so this is also a nice one. All of that is coming into the pack, the original packaging of the machine, which is a good thing. So you actually have everything you need to make your coffee except the coffee and the water, and the machine is heating the water. So we will try heating the water and try to check how it makes coffee, how it extracts the coffee. I will also try to use the refractometer to see the quality of the coffee it produces. Aside from testing it, I'd like also to see with you guys if it gives some good TDS to the coffee or no. So this is about the coffee machine. And on the other box, this is the good thing is that this company is trying to make like products that really go as twins and they complement each other very well. So the other pack has this coffee grinder, electric coffee grinder. It's written on it as like, you know, there's no model name, just has this word electric coffee grinder. So what's good about these companies on AliExpress or in China anyway, is that you can always, you know, ask the seller to write your name on it, or you can, if you order a bulk amount, you can always customize it by adding your own logo if you have a business. So the box opens nicely. It has this piece of foam on the top, and then it has two cards. I think this is a manual. It's called Cera Plus Electric Coffee Grinder. Okay, so CGE01. Maybe this is the model name of the grinder. I think so. And it has the address of the company in China, and it comes with different languages. Yeah, okay, so it looks like a traditional coffee grinder. The only plus about it is that it has a motor. Is it a strong motor or no? We will see that together. Okay, so it comes with this nice paper, like instructions paper or card. It has nice colors on it, like the Espresso grinders cards. So it has the name of the grinder, it has the barcode of it if you wanna look it up on the internet. It has the different parts of it, like the dial here, and then you have the indicator mark. It has the numbers written on it, but you can adjust it from the bottom side, not from the top part, like the Espresso grinders. It has the grind at size adjustment dial, which is this one, and then the coarse or fine indicator. Fine is this way, coarse is that way. Okay, then it gives you some good range of coffee. Starting, it seems that it has different rotations, as you see, 1 rotation, 2 rotations, and 3 rotations. And it shows you that it is actually covering all the grade of coffee, starting from Turkish coffee, going by espresso, and then all different types of drippers, starting from mocha pot up to cold brewing and French press. This is really a good thing. It seems like a promising small machine. Does it really deliver? We'll have to check that out together and see. So it has different, it has a simple operation written on the back side of it, like you have to load your beans on the top part, then you close it. There's a lock and unlock sign. I can see them here also on the, oh sorry, I clicked the button. Yeah, sounds nice. I clicked it by mistake, but it sounds nice. So there's this lock and unlock sign here. So unlock it like that, lock it like that, and when you unlock it, you can take this one out. You can load your coffee inside the machine. This piece is the mind of the machine. This has the motor, it has the power button on it. It has also an LED indicator here. So I click it like that. It gives me the battery, how much battery is remaining in it. I think it has like 4 parts, just like the other machine, like the coffee machine. It has the same LED. We will check that out now. I'll close it like that. And this was the same LED on the coffee machine also. When I click it like that, it gives me how much battery is remaining. It has 4, so it has one LED that has 4 parts. I think each part of them is like 25% of the battery remaining, because this was also mentioned somewhere. I think I saw it here on the manual. So it shows you, yeah, see on this page, it shows you that there's 25%. If there's only one part of the LED is lighting, 50% means 2 parts, or 75% or 100%. Okay, so you can always remove that small piece of rubber and charge it using your USB-C charger. This is a good thing. Okay, so what else do we have on this nice card? It tells you that you have to load your coffee, then close it, then of course select your grind settings first from the bottom part. So let's see how the bottom part looks like. It has this bean container on the bottom part. It doesn't have a magnet, but it has this nice rubber part under it. There is a gap, I think, so that the rubber part can stick to the surface like that. So it doesn't move. Wow, this is actually a nice thing. So when the grinder goes, attaches to the surface, it doesn't fall unless you lift it up. Maybe this is also a good thing. As you see, it can hold itself very well, so that when it grinds, it will not fall if you place it on one normal surfaced table or anything. Okay, so that's a good thing. I like the color, I like the material, looks nice, all made of metal. There's nice feel here to that part to grip it well, though you don't need to do any kind of hand work because it will work everything on its own. So on the lower part, there's this adjustment dial that will give you some good like reading on the settings. I'm not sure if you can see that. I think the flash is just annoying because I'm using just my phone for taking the video, but there are numbers here starting from number 0 and then going through all the other numbers like 5, then 10, then 15, then 20, and finally 25. Okay, there's different rotations. I think when you go like that, you close it completely, so it is closing now at a 0. Okay, and then when I open it, there is one click for each dot. There are dots, and for each dot you can always know which number you are falling on, so you don't mess up your grind settings. So I think it has different rotations as mentioned on the card. And the thing that I can always do that is that this part is attached, because if I remove it like that, I think this whole thing will move. As you see, it will move. So the burr is gonna move. So the only thing to keep the burr in place is to attach the top part like that, so you can always change your grind settings. So let's see how this burr looks like. First, it has a 38 millimeters burr. When I buy anything or when I get any new device, I like to completely open it first to see what it has, and then I try to use it. Not everyone will do that, I know, but I like to do that since I was a kid. So it has these parts. This is like the indicator part. This is how it looks like. Nicely made piece of metal. And there is that part next. Has these tiny holes on it on the other back, and then we get the burr, and this burr looks like a nice burr, small in size, and it has the numbers written on it, as you can see, 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, and finally 25, then going back to 0. And what's good about it is that it has 10 blades. Not 5, not 7 or 8, it has 10 blades. So I think this helps this little tiny grinder, even though it has a small motor, looks like, but it might be capable of grinding really fine for Turkish coffee because of these 10 blades. We will see that now. We will see how fine it can go, and what each, like, you know, what each rotation can give me, or how much difference will I get when I move from 5 to 10 or from 10 to 15 and so on, so that we can get an idea on how this little thing works, whether it will be really good to complement a coffee machine that has a bottomless like portafilter or a non-pressurized portafilter, or it is just good for filter coffee but not for espresso. We'll try that out together now and see. I'd like actually to start with this one because this looks like very promising to me. So I'll put it back first, and then we will try it out together. So to put it back, I will find this small cut in the pole. As you see, the pole here has like this round from here, but it's straight from here. So I put the 3 dots like that, so that the middle dot faces this cut here, and then I'll put that part here to take the same shape. Okay, like that, so that the 3 dots will fall exactly on the bottom part of the burr. And then I will next install this one and press until it closes the burr completely. And this is the zeroing process also, so I'll keep on closing closing until the threads are completely closed, and then I'll start going coarser. So right now it is closed completely at 2 dots under the 0, which is as per the instructions written here how to zero the grinder. Zeroing procedure for the scale, it has to fall under the 0. Okay, any scale, any point under the 0, then you can rotate it like anti-clockwise to go coarser. This is what I'm going to do, and I want to see what happens if I grind at 5. Is the burr moving first or no? Let's see that. So I will just try to move the burr. Actually, it's moving. It's not touching the other burr. Okay, so let's put some coffee in and see what a 5 would give me, what 5 dots will give me. And I'd like to check that because I'm so interested to see how fine it can go and how loud or quiet is it when I grind coffee with it. So let's see that together now. So I'll just open it. I'll load some coffee beans like that. Let's add more coffee beans. So I'm interested in this grinder so much because it looks like a promising grinder. To me, it's very lightweight, and at the same time, it is really small. If it can grind for my espresso outside and fits in the same bag with the espresso maker, I think that's it. It's gonna be a stealthy deal then if this thing is all falling under a good price or a cheap price. So let's turn it on. So to turn it on, I'll just click here, a long click. If I click a small click, just or one click, it will give me what battery is remaining. As I see, it has full battery. I'll long click it, so it will start grinding. And actually nice. So one click after that here will stop it from grinding, and it will completely stop on its own if it finishes the grinding all the coffee in it. So when the burr feels that there is no more coffee to grind, it will stop automatically. There is no timer in it. You cannot set it to stop after a specific number of seconds or minutes. It will always stop when the bean capacity is over. It can hold up to 22 grams of beans, I think. Yeah, it was written, I think something like that, 22 grams of beans only. So this is the coffee that I ground right now at 5. This is insanely fine. This is insanely fine. It did not struggle to grind the coffee, and it was actually not slow even. So this is Turkish coffee grounds. This is Turkish. This is definitely going to like choke any espresso machine. You cannot use this for espresso. As you see, my hand is becoming so muddy now. So this looks very promising to me. I like it so much. So far, I like it. If it's really reliable, if it really works for many times per charge, this is going to be a daily driver for everyone who goes outside and he seeks to have espresso outside. So very fine grinds, which is I like so much. So the coffee is not leaving my hand after that. Okay, let's try to go coarser and see how can I adjust the grind settings. So I was doing that at 5. How about going to something like 10? Actually, let's go for 15 and see how 15 would perform. Long click, and then it will start grinding. Yeah, much faster. But how is the change from 5 to 15? 10 steps. Is that going to be very coarse or giving us some good grinds? So this is espresso settings. This is espresso, guys. So at 15 I moved from Turkish to espresso. This is a good settings. I think this is good for making espresso. So if I go 20, will it still give me espresso settings? Let's see that. So I'll go to 20, because if I have 20 steps for my espresso, I don't need more than that. Usually we all fall under very small range of grind settings when it comes to making our espresso. Even from a bag to bag, maybe you will just adjust it 2 or 3 steps only. So this is still espresso settings. getting to go a little bit coarser. So depending on the quantity you load into your portafilter, maybe you need to go finer or coarser, but it is still espresso. As you see, it is very, very, very nice and consistent grind. I like the grind settings so much. So I want to go coarser and see how coarse can I go with this thing. So let's go something like 25, because this is finishing one full round. So I'm going to number 0 back. So this is exactly 30 steps. Okay, let's see at 0 how fast it goes. I'll click long click, and I would stop quickly because it will really grind faster and more quantity now. So the grind distribution is very nice. As you see, the coffee falls very nicely from all the sides of the burr at the same time around the burr, and it is mocha pot coffee. Yeah, this is like a pressurized basket or mocha pot. So this is very, very consistent. It's not making any kind of staling for the motor. And as you see, guys, I didn't use any water drops on the coffee, and it is still giving me very good clean grinder after grinding some coffee. So it's actually nice. So what was written here is that if you go from 10 up to 25 or 40, you're going to 50 probably, which is mostly 2 turns. You go from mocha pot to AeroPress, then to the American coffee machine, and then you go for the drippers like V60 and others from 50 on the second round. Means that I have to go one full turn again to go for filter coffee. Okay, so let's try that. I'll go to number 0 again. So this is two full turns. Okay, very fast, and the coffee is still very nice and consistent. So this is good for filter coffee, guys. You see, this is very nice for filter coffee. So looks like a good grinder, looks like a very good small portable grinder. I usually suspect that kind of portable grinders because I think that the motor wouldn't have enough torque to grind for espresso, especially that it requires a lot of torque for the coffee. So with this one, so far it really worked well with these medium roasted beans. Okay, not going to the dark side of coffee, it's just medium, which is a good thing. So let's try to make coffee. So I spoke well about the grinder. Need to go back to the machine now, and then we will grind some coffee and try to make coffee and see how the coffee would do. I need to just adjust this grinder a little bit back again so that it goes to the espresso settings. I think I have to go other side. I'm sorry. So if I go back to the locking position of the burr like that, I would go to, let's say, number 15 to make my espresso. Yeah, should I go to 15? I think 15 was, let's make it 13 then and see. 13, 14, something like that would be, I think would be fine for making coffee. So let's use the same coffee and make some espresso and see how it looks like. This is old coffee, by the way. It's not roasted recently. It's like more than like maybe a year or so after roasting. So if it gives me a good quality of my coffee for that type of beans, I think it will really work well with other types. Let me try to get some water. So I'll just remove these things from the station, and then we will do our coffee together. I want to heat the water inside the machine to see how long will it take to heat the water, and also to see how will it make the coffee in the end. So let's do that together. So first of all, I would leave some water here to heat. So I'll add up to, let's say, 70. I'm using a gooseneck kettle to load my water. Okay, and then I'll close this one. And they said in order to heat water with this machine, what you need to do is a simple instruction. You need to, I think, long press it to heat the water and double click to extract. I think that's correct, right? Let's confirm in the manual. So it says something like if the battery is to 1 lead, it means it has 25%. If it's 50, it goes to 50%. I mean, it's 25 Celsius, then it goes to 50, means that the water heating now at 60 Celsius. Then when it's 3 leads, it means that it reached 80 Celsius, and then it goes to 92 Celsius when it reaches the full number. And then it gives a beep, and once you hear the beep, you can double click the button to start the the extraction. Okay. So it has different modes. The first mode is you add your hot water directly, or to let it heat the water. Okay, so let's do that. I'll let it heat the water. I'll click this one long press for like 2 seconds, like that. Actually, before heating, I need to, or actually let it heat the water. Meanwhile, I can grind my coffee. Long click here for 2 seconds, and then it makes this beep and it starts the heating process. Okay, I want to see how long will it take to heat the water also, so I'm going to use this nice small timer so that we get an idea on how long it takes to heat the water for the coffee. Meanwhile, I'll also leave the grinder to grind my 18 grams of beans and see how long it takes to grind them on these settings. We set the beans to number 13. I hope it's not very fine. I just hope so. Yeah, leave everything as is now, and I'll weigh 18 grams of beans and then put them into the grinder. Oh guys, as you see, it started to go for the second lead, which means that it heats fast. This thing can really take like 3 minutes, and then it will be hot enough. Would the grinder be taking that time to grind the coffee or no? Let's see. I hope that the grinder delivers on time also. We'll see that now. Okay, close it, and then we'll long press it to start grinding. That's a good experiment, guys. I like how it's going so far. So almost 2 minutes passed, and it is still heating into the second level, which is 60 Celsius. So the grinder should stop automatically once the coffee is ground, and here it is heating the third part, so the water is getting hot now. I can say that this has like so far around 1.5 minutes passed, or 2 minutes. Like 1.5 minutes. So I'm heating some water in the kettle to just heat the basket, or shall I just leave it cold, because I want to try the machine stock. So yeah, I'm not going to add any cold water. any hot water to the machine, but I will just heat the cup. So the coffee is ground completely now, and meanwhile the grinder stopped. I will prepare the puck, and once this stops I will try to check the temperature of the water also, so that we can be extensive in everything we did for. Yeah, so the machine is now ready. So before preparing the puck, let's quickly see how much is the temperature. So right now the room is 25. I will put this one and see how it reaches, which temperature will it reach. Okay, and I want to show you that. Then it's okay, we can still heat it back. Just to show you what temperature does it reach. It should be 92. So I would say that 2-3 degrees have fallen since I opened the lid. So far it is 86. I think, let's say 88 Celsius. This is the maximum temperature it reached. Okay, so we'll leave that one now for here, and let's prepare the puck, and then later on let's preheat this one more time, and then we can extract the coffee. So this is the ground coffee. Looks nice. I hope it's not very fine. The machine is not very dirty. Not much of a static under the burr after grinding 18 grams of beans, and the chamber is completely empty. Coffee is not sticking. Very nice so far. I like the manufacturing of it so much. I'm really admiring these nice products, especially if they are unknown and they are really promising good quality as if they are big brands. For such businesses like that, I really respect them so much. That's why you'll always find me looking not for the very famous brands, but for the ones that nobody knows about, because these are really the hidden gems. So I'm using the needle that came with the machine. Nice needle. Then I will use this one, like I'm using the Pico Presso exactly, just to give the tamping. Okay. To make sure that I'm not making anything dirty, so the coffee comes very well. It's not sticking to the tamper. Shall I use a small press here also? I think there is no need. Yeah, not going to press anymore, because 18 grams of coffee are really very distributed very well in the puck here now. Okay, shall we just make sure? Yeah, I think there's no more compressing space. And then I'll put the puck. I know very well that I should heat that basket. I should put some hot water into the basket to make it hot. Also the shower screen and the puck screen. But I want to see what if the machine is used just as it is, as a stock machine. I will quickly click this button one long time again, because I want to see that it is really getting hot completely. And then get a cup. Okay, I think it's ready now. Let's do that. Let's do the extraction together and see how much coffee will we get in the cup. Okay, fine. Let's get the scale. Let's turn on the timer. And let's get the mirror. I try to make the mirror like close to the bottomless extraction to show you how the coffee is falling. Let's try that. Double click. It will pre-soak for 2 seconds, then it should stop to pre-infuse the coffee. and then it should start extracting. So this seems like a coarse grind. 13 is coarse, yeah. So 13 is coarse. I think I need to go finer. Let's go 10. Let's go 10 and see. But also this coffee is very old. I have to say that this is a very old coffee. So probably that the coffee itself is not giving me good results. So I'll quickly clean the machine and let's try one more time. So I loaded 18 grams again. I let them grind. Meanwhile, I continue cleaning the machine. And this is ground at 12 clicks. Yeah, this is ground at 12 clicks, which is a good setting so far, so I can go back 12 times if I want, or actually a little bit more. And I think that the coffee is very fine. We will see that together now. I'll put this one and we will start extracting and see how the coffee will fall from the machine. Let's put the cup and let's see together how the coffee is going to extract. So I added some hot water to the cup to heat it, because it's a ceramic cup. It will be a little bit cold, so I want the coffee to be nice. Let's turn on the timer and let's see the extraction together. I think it might be a little bit okay, double click. So this is fine, as you see. So such coffee, we just need to dial in, so the coffee is very fine. So I'm gonna stop the machine again for the second time, and let's do 1/3 round. This coffee is roasted on 14th of January 2025. Okay, this is a Colombia and Costa Rica blend. I make these blends myself, 50-50 Colombian and Costa Rican coffee. This is falling under kind of like a medium light roast, so it should be challenging for the grinder, but though, as you see, it's grinding properly, and then it will stop automatically now. Yeah, so because the coffee is completely ground, so the grinder stopped grinding, and the battery is still good enough. It has 75% battery, so it is really good enough for making more grinds. So I used it for like let's say 5-6 grinds, and still it is giving me good battery life. So there is the tiny bit of static around the burr, maybe because this is a light roast, so it is probably the reason. However, we can use a tiny spray of water before putting the coffee into the grinder, or using a brush to make it clean again like that easily. So let's see the grind quality. This is still very fine. Maybe this will also shock the machine, which is a good thing for the grinder, but bad thing for me. I'm losing coffee, guys, for making this video, and I'm losing time as well. So let's see. Let's do one more extraction, because I did like actually like 4 extractions with the machine, 3 to 4 extractions, so I had to put it on the charger for 1 hour to make sure it will not fall short in battery while extracting the coffee. Okay, so let's quickly prepare the puck and let's see if the extraction this time will go well or no. So I'm grinding 1 notch finer because the last extraction was like as you saw on the refractometer, it was coarse. So this time I thought of making it just 1 notch finer and see whether this will give me a good extraction this time or no. What I mean by good is good in timing and also good in taste. If I put it on the refractometer, what is the refraction test result, the TDS of the coffee? So we'll see that now together. Okay, I think this is fine. As you see, this is how it looks like. The puck looks nice. We have to say that this is a commercial basket, so maybe it's not the best basket like the IMS or the VST baskets. Maybe because we have other baskets like this that we can play with when we use the Super 58, for example, and this really gives me good performance. I keep changing the baskets, no worrying at all about what basket am I using because all of them are compatible. When we talk 51 millimeters, the diameter here is not helping us a lot, as you all know. So let's do the extraction and see. Okay, I will show you the extraction on the mirror, like that. And I think we can double click it to start extracting. Okay. So the flow is, I think the flow is better now. I think the flow is way better. It's falling as a single stream. The middle part is the flow. I think it's fine. So very nice extraction this time. Let's see the taste and let's see it on the refractometer whether there is any difference or no. So this is how the cup looks like. Nice creamy cup of espresso. This coffee is roasted like a month ago exactly, on 14th of January. Yeah, 14th of January. So this is 1 month, 30 days. I will try it first, then I will put it on the refractometer to see the result. A little bit acidic, but the taste is better than the previous cup. So because I want to give myself some good understanding of how the grind settings are working, I'd rather put 18 more grams and this time try them on the Mara X machine on a normal basket, on a normal 9-bar extraction, to see if the extraction would fall on the same ratio or no. This is 1. 2, if the taste of the coffee is going to be the same or different. This is 2. So let's do that together now so that we can have like our final thought on the grinder and on the coffee machine, because I want you to have visibility on all the aspects of the experiment. So I'm weighing 18 grams now, like that, and I'll get the refractometer. Yeah, let's try that together. So this is the refraction test of the first one. It's a little bit, still a little bit acidic. Just a little bit acidic. And if I use the same grind settings on the Mara X machine, how will this end up with? Let's see that together. So I'll quickly prepare the puck for the Mara X, like that. Okay, this is how it looks like. Just a small bit of coffee is around the burr, but it's fine. Okay, and I think this can go here normally, like that. So the beans or the coffee is not sticking to the bean container, which is a good thing. I mean the coffee container. Duomo D8, and then for stamper. So this is my normal puck prep that I do every time. Doesn't take any time, and it is consistent due to the consistency of the coffee I use, I mean the tools I use. So this is the Mara X machine. Let's see how the extraction will look like here. And then we will see the timing of the extraction as well as the refraction test. I think this is fine. 9 bar directly. Yeah. See, the flow here is way better. Maybe a little bit fast, but the extraction looks very nice. I think that the basket on the machine is the reason for that. So 36 to 37 grams in around 30 seconds. Very nice extraction. I think this is better than the previous one on the machine. This is how the extraction looks like. The cup looks nice. It has small tiger spots on the top. Let's give it a stir and try it, and then I will refract it also to see the result. So the taste is definitely better because the temperature is better. I think the reason here is temperature more than anything else. Maybe the basket is also playing the game here, or a role in the game. So we got an 18.15 on this extraction, which is falling here like that. This is the first one. So it is on the line, but it is going towards the sour part, which is normal because the extraction percentage is 16.3. Let's see with the same grind settings, with the same coffee, and on a different machine, how this is going to be. Let's try that. I'll clean this sample first. And we'll give it one more time. So I just try to keep, blowing a little bit of it to make sure it's not hot. The ideal way is to wait until it becomes the room temperature, and then you can do the refraction test. But because of the timing of the video, and because I don't do a lot of trimming for the videos, so I want everything to look like a normal experiment without any video editing. So the first one was 18.15. This one is 9.52. Very clear result. Same grind settings, nothing changed. It's the same coffee. Everything's just the same except the temperature of the water, I think, and also the basket. Maybe both of them are playing a role in giving us this kind of result. So this result is really good. It is falling in the sweet spot, and I'm grinding around 15 or 16, I think 15 notches from the 0 point or even more, and I'm getting a sweet spot hitting with a direct 9 bar machine, a professional direct bar machine, 9 bar machine. So I would say that this is a very nice grinder to have, the size of a normal Espresso J Max grinder. If I compare this size to something like that, it is just looking like a normal hand grinder, but instead of just being normal, it has a motor in it, so it saves all your effort. So I like it so much. I have to say, I like it so much. The machine is very nice. It still gives good coffee, good extractions, and good battery life so far. For what it does and the heating function, it is really giving you some good result as a outgoing espresso machine that you take outside and you use it outside, heating your water and making your coffee without the need to do anything else. I think it's a good deal so far. I didn't talk about the price because I'm not yet confirmed of how much the machine will be and how much the grinder will be, but they will not be expensive because this is a new brand, and this brand is trying to make a name in the market, so they have to do something really good in terms of the value they provide to the customers. So I believe this was the result of my experiment with you today with this Duetto. So before I end the video, I want to show you how I put everything back together. So I'll just make a quick cleanup for the machine, and then let's put it all together in the bag. So we just put everything in the bag this way. So the coffee machine would fit here. You can put the scoop on the lower part of it like that. So this is the plastic scoop. I don't use it, to be honest. You just put the coffee here like that, the machine, and then you put the grinder on the next side to the machine. Then you put the dosing ring and the tamper, and in the zip you put the puck screen, your brushes, and maybe your cable, and you got your full coffee set, espresso setup with you. You can carry it everywhere and go. How much does this whole thing weigh? Let's see that together also. Maybe it's a little bit around 2 kilograms. We'll see on that scale. If it requires another one, then it's more than 2 kilograms. It is 1.7 kilograms. It's a 1.7 kilograms, the whole set, a grinder and a coffee machine. And this is really a good advantage to this machine. If we have to talk about the pros and the cons, I think it's a good thing that all of it is just like that. So in my next video, I would make a video to compare this one, the Super 58, to this machine, to see whether there is any differences, what are the pros and the cons of each of them. I think this is going to be an interesting one. If you'd like to see a comparison between both of them in terms of all the features they all provide, and whether any of them is better than the other, or what are the pros and the cons of each of them, what makes one of them is better than the other one, I think it's a good idea to give them both a try, and you can be the judge. Thank you so much for watching and motivating me, and see you in the next one.